Chase tag 33. Yellow side, yellow. Look to your side. Left. He's there.
Kevin?
Two train above you. Shaky. You actually.
Oh man, I suck. Hi guys and girls, so I did it. I finally ranked out the SMG account and now we have a starting point for this leg of the journey. So I really wanted to do a live recording of the last match so that I could share with you the excitement of finally getting that last win. And also to get me used to the idea of streaming. But my last match was plain old embarrassing. In fact, it was so bad that this rage happened at one stage.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask you really nicely, dude. Don't talk to me while I fucking clutch. Just don't talk to me, because you're gonna make me angry, because you're really not good. Don't tell me how to play this game.
Okay.
Tell fucking number 3 how to play. He's fucking shit.
I'm not sure if this happened due to the added pressure of being watched the whole game or if I was simply outranked or just having a bad day. But add to the fact that my aim was absolutely rubbish for some reason, and I won't lie, just look at the way I overpeaked this angle and missed these easy shots. I was simply having a bad game all around. However, that being said, I managed to rank this account in at the MG1 level. And I must say I'm quite happy with this one as I kind of felt that I was playing at the MG level with the SMGs. Some matches I did get carried a bit, usually against higher skilled opponents, and other matches I was doing the carrying. So all round I had a good time with the SMGs. So just to make certain whether or not this rank was a fluke, after I got my rank I went and solo queued again. And ended up in a match where everyone on the server was between MG1 and MGE. And this is some highlights of what happened. All in all, I felt quite comfortable and had a very good game, so I feel like this rank is quite accurate this time. But only time will tell, and either way there is still a lot of work to be done with the SMGs to reach global. And I mean a lot. So let's talk about the SMGs and what I learned. First of all, the P90 is an extremely powerful weapon which doesn't really require a lot of skill to play with. It has quite a simple spray pattern and having a magazine capacity of 50 means you really get to spray and pray with it. However, it does come with quite a steep cost compared to the other SMGs. With regards to the cheapest SMGs, the MAC-10 and the MP9 are both quite decent weapons. However, I did feel that the MP9 is a bit more potent at longer ranges than the MAC-10, and it generally felt like it just packed a bigger punch than the MAC-10. The other SMG slot, where you can choose to put the MP5 or MP7, I only played the MP7 once because I picked it up off the ground, and it felt like quite a decent weapon. However, I never really played with it, so I don't have any knowledge of the weapon yet. If any of you guys prefer the MP7 over the MP5, let me know in the comments why, and I will go and test it out. Lastly, the PP Bison. In this whole series I never played with the PP Bison, not even once. I don't know, for some reason I just don't trust the weapon above any of the other SMGs, and it comes in at a weird cost where it is just a bit more expensive than the cheap SMGs and just a bit below the more expensive MP5. And I never really found an economic situation where I felt forced to use the PP Bison. However, I do know they buffed the weapon sometime during the year, so maybe it's a decent weapon now. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comment section below, as I might be missing out. Well, first of all, I experienced the SMG to be a bit more of an aggressive weapon than a defensive one. And why I felt this is that first of all, because of the increased movement speed you have with the SMGs over rifles, it really allows you to get around the map quite quickly and surprise your enemies when you suddenly rush them. Furthermore, something that took me quite a while to get used to is that it is quite a lot harder to hold certain angles with an SMG, because it does not always have the longer range accuracy needed to hold it effectively, and also it does not always have the damage output needed. So even if you manage to land a bullet or two against a rifler before they start shooting back, you usually lose the straight up shootout of SMG against rifle. So this did require that I learn to hold certain spots on maps a bit differently and on secondary corners, to ensure that I do not take long range fights with the SMG, but still effectively being a blockade on certain parts of the map. So all in all, I really felt that playing SMGs has forced me to reevaluate my gameplay aspect and also increased my game IQ, as I am now a lot more comfortable playing some sneaky spots and knowing a few secondary angles that are also effective for holding areas, but which are not that widely used, so the enemies are not that used to pre-firing them. Well, of course, I'm still working on aim and crosshair placement, as I really feel that this is one area of the game one really needs to master, and I'm still finding myself in a lot of positions where I come around a corner and I don't get a kill, but rather I get killed even though I shot the first bullet, because my crosshair placement is just a centimeter off to the bottom. So the only thing I will be adding into my usual aim lab and wipe rack routine is to once a week, before playing with the SMG account, to also go into the recoil map and practice the recoil patterns of the 3 SMGs, and I still need to settle which 3 this will be, whatever I prefer the most, and then also to practice 15 minutes of spray transfers with these SMGs in old trusty aimbots map. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am to see the series kick off and getting underway. And once again, I always enjoy hearing from you guys in the comment section below. So remember to just leave a note so that I can also get to know all of you guys better. And now it is time to move on to the 4th account, which is rifles only. So let the grind continue.